Squirrel is wild. Who knows what he thinks? He sleeps in his tree with his tail draped over his nose. In the winter, he lives for 2 days without leaving his tree. Outside, he stalks birds, cats, and dogs, knowing when to hide and when to run free. Obedient to instinct, he collects nuts, either taking them back to home tree or hiding them in thousands of places. Places he tries to never forget. I have been reading about squirrels because I saw one last week. I startled a squirrel who startled at me, and we exchanged a long glance. 20 minutes from my house, in the middle of the city, is a small park. Completely isolated yet surrounded by civilization, it is a remarkable piece of land where I like to go at sunset and sit by a tree. A black bird appeared to my right. It caught my eye. I swiveled around, and in the next instant, inexplicably, I was looking down at a squirrel who was looking up at me. Our look was as if two lovers, or deadly enemies, met unexpectedly. It emptied our lungs, it filled the forest, moved the fields, and drained the creek. What goes on his brain the rest of the time? What does a squirrel think about? He won't say. His journal is tracks and clay, a spray of hair, nutshells and crumbs, uncollected, unconnected, loose leaf and blown. I would like to learn or remember how to live. I come to the park not so much to learn how to live as, frankly, to forget about it. Why do our lives have to be so complicated? We wake up every day worried about what society thinks of us. We spend hours making ourselves look presentable, and yet, in the end, all we are is judged. Is this a life worth spending? The squirrel lives in necessity, and we live in choice, hating necessity. I would like to live as I should, as the squirrel lives as he should. Open to time and death, painlessly, noticing everything and remembering nothing. Choosing the given with a fierce choice and pointed will. Could two live that way? We could, you know. We can live any way we want. People take vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience, even of silence by choice. I think it will be well and proper and obedient and pure to grasp your one necessity and not let it go. Then, even death, where you're going no matter how you live, cannot you part.